All right. So, John, what did we officially get to today, temperature-wise? 79?
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
I bet we hit 80.
I
Scoot over a little bit.
I think that would be the. I think that would be the warmest. That sounds good. I think that would be the. All right, cool. Welcome to the sixth episode of Weather and Wine.
It's only the sixth.
It's the sixth one.
That's a little bit anticlimactic.
What? That means a month.
79. So we tied
79.
the record high.
Was that the warmest temperature ever in November for Indy? It was one. It's probably one of the warmest temperatures that we've ever had in the month of November on record. It doesn't feel like it's November 8th.
And the thing is you still have people that are arguing that it's like, no, it's going to be warm. And anyways, arguing with someone today on Twitter about how it's going to be cold.
Well, they said that last year we called for it to get cold, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But it was one of the coldest Christmases of all time here.
I do remember that. I remember it was so cold that the colors on the maps were breaking because from the departure from normal.
It ended up one of the colder Decembers that we've had in a decade. But what do we know?
Nothing.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
Interesting. NWS Indianapolis says that it got to 78 degrees, but their data says it got to 79, which would be our.
Oh, so there's a conflict.
Here we go.
Didn't get up to 80 in Wilmington today.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's talk about maybe a couple of storms this evening. I'm gonna pull
Here?
up our probably north of here. We couldn't be so lucky. I don't think.
You know, I get so tired of getting missed out. You know?
Well, yeah.
Surely the people on here have.
We had a couple of good ones this year. I would say good for the people that had the tornado damage, but we had some severe storms this year. So let me see if it'll let me share my screen. Unable to share screen.
What's everyone doing tonight? We are hanging out at the office.
There we go.
And we have a plethora of wine. Is that the right word?
Yeah, plethora.
Does that mean a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
So we have a lot of wine here, thanks in part to
Andrew Peters.
Andrew Peters.
Yep.
Guy brought us a whole box of wine with descriptions.
I'm excited.
You name it.
Gave us some to take home.
Gave me some to take home to my wife. This one here I'm very interested in. It's called Barija. Barija? Barija? Let me tell you a little bit about this one here. This is a silky, swanky, smooth wine. Like a slinky dress, I'm flirtatious and provocative. A racy wine tantalizing you with my proprietary blend of reds. I'm subtly sweet and ritzy enough to appease a wide array of wine drinkers. I am the perfect guest at any soiree.
No.
Listen to a jazz record, snap your fingers, and behave yourself. Okay.
So this is 2E's Winery. That's in I believe Huntington, Indiana.
Interesting.
So from what Andrew has told me, really nice guy up there. He's gonna try to hook us up and us go to a couple of additional wineries. We had a lot of fun when we went to Cedar Creek.
Cedar Creek was fun. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that was fun.
So
that was a good time.
And I think that dethroned the Huber wine as your favorite one. That was it. The Apple Smooch.
It did, yeah, or the apple. It was something apple.
Are you gonna make it?
I'm tired, but I'm here for it.
All right. Travis is here.
Travis
Garrity.
Oh, of course he is.
He says, new Euro data is in. January, February look cold. I know you saw it. We did.
Goodness gracious.
We saw it. December's very warm, though, which is where we're going to start off the winter. Shall we try the first one, and then we'll talk maybe a couple of storms on the north side, maybe a couple of stronger storms overnight.
Wow.
Most of us are going to stay dry, though.
Okay. Well, see, that's where you lose me.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Let's look at real quick before you say
Oh,
that.
yes.
We have the descriptions
The
here.
descriptions.
So the one we are tasting right now is which one?
This is the Bojalis. I said that completely wrong, and I practiced it beforehand. But it's a French wine,
Damn it, Brett.
and this is going to be the drier one probably.
Yeah, this one basically says that grapes are soured from the finest vineyards within the Bozalis villages, Appalachian and Northern Bozology villages. Why don't you just say like something less complicated? Like in the
It's
description?
French.
Yeah. The 2021 harvest season was cooler than usual, producing a small crop. The fruit, despite being a small yield, was generally healthy. The juice is concentrated and balanced, showing strong characteristics with nice acidity. Interesting. The crisp, fruit-forward, juicy wine has expressive aromas and flavors of ripe red berries with nice weight in the mouth. Interesting. That sounds fantastic.
It does sound fantastic.
Weight in the mouth. So, like, is it going to feel heavy in my mouth? Is that what that means?
Probably so. It probably means that it's a fuller body wine, is what I would assume that means, which means that the taste is a little heavier and it lasts longer, I think.
Okay. So there's like, okay.
Yeah. Somebody's got to get a screenshot of the two different reactions because
I try.
Michael went, oh, and I went, oh, that's pretty good.
I try. I don't know. It's just the way God made me. I don't know what happens to me when that happens. It's not nasty. It's just
It's strong.
it's very heavy bodied.
Yes.
I don't even know. I feel like I'm
Full bodied. A lot of, you would call them tannins. A lot of tannins
yeah.
is what we would call that.
It's yeah, okay. I don't know. This is a 13% alcohol. wine.
This is the strongest one I think that we have.
Wow. I mean,
So-
that's warm going down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the temperature today. 79 degrees
79 degrees. That's
on
insane.
November 8th. Is it today the 8th?
Oh, they say, oh, we can't see Michael's face because we have the I've got the screen share on.
Turn the screen share off, Brett.
I'm sorry. Can you do what you did when you
I can't make that up again.
well,
I can try.
You can try it again.
Okay, let me try again. It's a better reaction. But I got to be quite honest with you. That just tastes like a foot. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like I am drinking someone's foot sweat. And I've never actually had feet sweat before. I just don't understand this. It's not. Listen, the aftertaste is better than the initial taste. But it's really not fair for someone like me to judge this.
Which is why we have 4 different wines.
Correct.
Um,
This could be one of the best wines anyone's ever had.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that I'm trying to remember if there's a dry red that I tried that I liked better, but this is definitely it's
Yeah.
very heavy. So if you're not a dry red wine drinker, then you probably won't like it. But I could sit down and sip on this with dinner.
It would be better if it wasn't 79 degrees outside. If it was like 39.
Yeah, I
You know.
like dry red wine when it's cold.
Yeah.
It warms you up.
Yeah, I agree. So here's what I will say. I have been getting very little sleep lately. You know, I've been getting up 4:30 in the morning, and then I'm tired.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if that's impacting the taste. Maybe if I'm tired,
Well-
do you think it would impact how I?
I think the wine will probably make you more tired.
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of makes me sleepy. But
I'm
I don't
gonna
know if
finish
that'll-
it
yeah, go
because
ahead.
I do enjoy the warmth I'm getting from it.
Yeah, it's as it goes down, it kind of warms you up. All right, so let's see. We've got several comments in here, so let me go through and let's see. I think they're in for a mild winter, like last winter, because I can tell by folklore. That's what Juna says. Which,
Lord have mercy.
yeah, the folklore. We did look at that, and the
We
persimmon
debunked quite a
seeds.
bit of it.
The persimmon seeds do suggest it's going to be warm. Nicholas asks, "Is Iowa going to get anything?" Not tonight. Most of that's going to be east of Iowa. Let's see. Wendell says, "So for each day it doesn't snow, you take a shot of nasty foot wine."
Who said that?
Wendell Marshall Jr.
Man, Wendell. So you're basically wanting me to take a shot of it every day all winter because it's not going to snow. Someone did say, I did see the new Euro seasonal data for snowfall departures, and it did have a snowier January and February forecast.
Yeah.
It did.
I need to plot those on our custom maps for the long range. That you can get on Clarity. That's later. Well, it's about 2 weeks from tomorrow. Clarity arrives.
Yeah. That's going to be something.
Yeah, all of our. So if you like the winter forecast and stuff, all of our long range discussions available on our Clarity platform. That is coming in 2 weeks, basically.
Clarity is a collective conglomerate of I don't even of 13 years.
Yeah.
Doing this and taking every tool and everything we could ever imagine that people might need and putting it into best technological platform ever.
It is the ultimate combination of the human element and really good and advanced data.
Yeah, it is.
It completely, the weather porthole platform helped bridge the gap between the two, but this completes it.
Yeah.
It fills it.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty amazing. We've got some mad scientists behind the platform that are making this just amazing. So exciting.
I'm excited.
A scale of 1 to 10 on the Louis Jadot. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
No.
No.
Well,
okay.
it's that's where it's from.
Bojalis Village.
Yes.
A scale of 1 to 10 for me, I'm going to give that a 4.
Okay.
4.5.
It's not
maybe.
the worst you've ever given.
No, it's not good. I mean, hang on. It's good if someone likes. Like your score is probably going to be an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 7.5 or an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you like that kind of thing, Brett says drink it.
For me,
Thank you, Andrew, for supplying it.
that the Aussie Red from Cedar Creek is still my favorite that we've tried as far as reds, I think. But we still haven't had a red that is there's all kinds of different flavors.
So Help says a plump wine with notes of strawberry, black cherry, and spice.
Mm-hmm.
Help me understand where I would get the strawberry from. I don't get that at all.
I don't.
Do you?
Here, pour a little more. I don't get the strawberry, but I do get the black cherry and the spice. You can smell the spice.
Yes, you can. You can smell the spice.
I don't.
Does anybody do that ASMR stuff? Have you seen that? It's very strange. Very weird. Anyways.
I don't get the strawberry, but I do get the black cherry and the spice. You don't get much of anything.
I'm trying.
I know.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
Callahan, I think, is watching, and I bet she appreciates your reaction because I think hers would be the same. Now, her aunt and uncle, we kind of have a thing going on where they come and visit us. They bring us a bottle of wine, and I bring them a bottle of wine. But most of the time, it ends up being wine that I like and wine that they like.
Yeah.
Which isn't good for Callahan, but they like the drier wine. We're kind of on the same page with that. They would probably like that. So.
Okay. I wonder what our friends at Express Steel think.
They want it to snow.
They want it to snow.
They want some snow. I think there's some snow up in the northern plains.
Yeah, there's some flurries up in there.
Where you're going to find some snow for this has been, would you agree? No, it's up in Michigan. Would you agree that this has been the most boring fall weather pattern we've ever had?
Yes, I would agree.
You hate me.
No, I was reading Travis's. He said, "Told you," and then he said, like I said, the back half of winter looks good." Now, Travis, are you basing that just simply on the European seasonal data? I'm just curious.
Well, that's it's the best model on the planet, Michael. Right?
Yeah. Krista Wicker says Black Friday special coming for the portal this year, coming for Clarity. Yes, there will be a Black Friday special for Clarity in this absolutely amazing platform.
Yeah, we have some really. I'm not gonna give anything away, but we have some really cool things planned for Black Friday this year. Different things that we haven't done before. And so, yeah, definitely stay tuned, especially for those of you that have been kind of waiting for like a personal subscription.
Yeah.
I think that we have some really cool things that you all are really going to love this year.
Love it. Like this wine. What do we got? Pinot.
This is the Pinot Gris from Huber.
Okay, our friends at Huber.
Yes. Huber is the Sweet Marcella. They make the Sweet Marcella that you loved.
I do love that one. Our Pinot Gris exhibits a classic profile, offering a light and crisp style of common of the varietal. This wine has hints of pears, soft melon, and touches of minerality. The dryness is balanced with crisp acidity, creating a refreshing finish. Why? So why does it have to be so complicated to read the description? Why can't it just be what it is without putting in tongue twisters?
Well,
is that a wine thing?
Yeah, I think it's a wine thing.
Okay.
I think that
Are wine people more sophisticated usually than like beer people?
I wouldn't say that. I think that we like to pretend that we're more sophisticated. I like beer. I drink beer, but I don't. I prefer the wine. He doesn't like the Pinot Gris either.
I don't know. Let me try it again.
I'm torturing Michael today.
Let me try it again. I'm curious, has anyone ever had this in the comments? Brett's had it.
I've had it.
You like it?
I do like it. Yep. So when we go down to Huber, we will have to give Michael a sweet flight and me a dry flight. Huber has some of the best dry wines, I think, in the state.
Yeah,
which is not good for you. I know.
If I had like a big fat, steak though, with some steak sauce or something, I feel like it would help with the dryness of the wine.
This would be good with fish. I think. You don't like fish?
People ask me sometimes about, how I met Brett. And
I'll ask you that.
No one's ever asked me that. But it's funny because Brett and I have, known each other for a long time. We don't have much in common other than IU basketball. Yeah. And it's funny. The things Brett says are just, I would never say. Like, I would never say, this sounds good with fish. But I like Brett.
Well,
so it's weird.
How many times...
Opposites attract.
It's true.
Friendship.
How many times have you come into the office and I've tried to offer you one of my snacks?
Yeah.
And have you ever accepted?
I don't think I've ever accepted.
And is it just the type of snack that I...
It's weird. I mean, if I'm being honest, the food you eat is very strange. Like what is the one that the bars?
Oh, the Kind bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like they're Kind protein bars
or plant-based coffee or something like that.
Yeah, so I put collagen and cinnamon and Himalayan sea salt and some cacao powder.
I mean, do you guys hear this crap?
I like oat milk in my. I don't drink regular milk. I do oat milk. I am very weird.
Yeah. But to some people that might be normal and acceptable.
Yeah, my older sister has all that organic plant-based stuff too.
Well, we only eat organic. My wife went down that rabbit hole a few years ago, and all of the food in our house is organic.
There you go.
I will say that, our grocery bill is double the normal amount.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna sneeze.
And we can't. Bless
Holy
you.
crap.
Callahan, my wife, can't have gluten, and so our options
right.
are limited to start. Bless you.
I'm going down.
Oh gosh.
Okay, let's try this one more time, and then we'll get back to the weather. Show us the radar tonight, Brett.
right.
What's coming?
So
Can
here's
they see your screen?
Yeah, they can see my screen. Here's a look at the current radar. We do have some storms, a couple of stronger storms up in northern Illinois, working into northwestern Indiana. On our clarity radar, you can actually click and look at the potential for severe weather. 22% chance that this storm here in northeast Illinois could be severe warned. And so you can see that here. It's a wind threat with this, so a couple of stronger gusts of wind with these. If we turn on the future radar here, we can go through, and you can actually see a couple of storms kind of on the north side here possible as we work through the overnight hours. This is 11, 11:30, 12. I wouldn't be shocked if a couple of these are strong. Probably going to be some lightning with these. And I wouldn't be shocked if maybe there's a severe storm in here. It's not impossible. It's not the worst setup that I've ever seen. And so I haven't seen a lot of people talking about that, but I do think that maybe a couple of stronger storms. I think the better chances on the north side, though. Lebanon, Noblesville,
But there's
Kokomo.
still thunderstorms here on the radar.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's our future radar product.
Yeah, it'll be a nice.
Zoom
Yeah,
down in and show the people.
look
Show
how
the
nice
people.
this is.
It's
Zoom right down
fast.
into our
It's
office.
interactive. It's fast. And it's fun. Hey, real quick, Wendell. I can't tell if I like Wendell. Do I like Wendell? Wendell says maybe an OnlyFans drinking channel.
I don't know what that means.
And then he says, do you have to hold your pinky out while drinking wine? I don't know. Do I? Do I hold my pinky out when I drink it?
No, I think that's tea.
But was I holding my pinky out? Or
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't
don't
paying
either.
attention. We'll see if you like the Riesling better.
Wendell, why do you hate me? I feel like you hate me tonight. Is there something I could do to make you like me? This is for Michael. I think we will have a mild winter based on all the folklore. Tells me I don't know about winter weather anymore. We don't ever get the right pattern. And this El Nino is an East Pacific, which is really going to cut down winter. We really need a negative QBO, East-based moderate La Nina. Yeah, Juno, you sound like you know what you're talking about. I would agree. I mean, if things could change the back half of winter, possibly that might be looking different. What do you think, Brett?
Yeah, I think that may be later in winter. Historically, El Ninos tend to have colder Februaries. The North Atlantic is pretty warm. It's the warmest it's been since, I think, 2013.
Is that the AMO?
Yeah, the AMO
Supports snow.
does support snow.
So we did do research on the AMO, which is the Atlantic Multi-Decadal Oscillation.
Yeah.
And there was a pretty strong correlation to positive AMO winters yielding more snow.
Yeah.
So
And
that is interesting.
It is interesting, and at the very least, even if it doesn't happen this winter, it gives hope for future winters, because normally once it flips positive, it stays that way for 10
So that's
years.
why you forecasted 17 inches.
Yes.
Okay.
That,
Now I know.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
now I know.
and there was something else.
Yeah, it's not important. But Wendell says that there's no hate and that he just needs to get you some good shine to sip on. Listen, I am not going to deny some good shine. I'll take a good moonshine any day to sip on. Krista says, but haven't we historically had winter shifted January to March year over year the past decade? No. I would say no. I know it seems that way, but no.
It's hit or miss. Last February was warmer. December was actually the coldest month of last winter. So
Yeah.
it's not always like that. But we've also
Turn the
had
screen share off. Man.
we've also had a lot of El Ninos.
Let me down this. Kemper, will you do me a massive favor?
Yeah.
I need this glass rinsed out.
Yeah.
Just,
We have 2 more wines to try.
We are running out of time.
We better do it
We
quick.
have
Do
10
it
minutes.
quick. We better do it quick. Yeah, because you have to be to your haircut.
I have a haircut at 6:30.
I need a haircut bad. This is out of control.
Krista, I appreciate that you trust me. I trust you. I'm glad that we can trust each other here on tonight's episode of Weather and Wine. I'll tell you who I don't trust, and that's Kemper.
Don't trust Kemper. Kemper, do me a favor.
Oh,
Do me a favor. Come here and try the French wine that I can't pronounce and see if you like it.
Can't pronounce this.
Oh, the Bougely Booty. There you go. John Kemper, everybody.
What's going on?
Tell us what you think. Come back. Tell the people. Come back here. Hang
Come
out
back
with us
here.
for a second.
And we like John Day because he's got an IU shirt on.
This is John Kemper, absolute
just
mad
threw that
scientist, meteorologist, really smart guy.
That's not bad.
That's the nicest thing I'm going to say about
He
you.
likes it.
Yeah. That's
You
not
like
bad.
it?
Yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10.
Wow.
8 out of 10. What'd you say? Did you like this?
I
Did
gave
you
it a
not like
4.
this? You gave it a 4.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.
You gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys like the dry.
We like,
Okay.
yeah. That's what we need to get like 2 other people to join us on these.
That
and
tastes
try
good
some
with like,
things
a,
with
like
us.
an Italian meal or something
Yeah.
like that.
You should get someone on that likes the dry.
Vince actually liked the wines that I picked out last week.
I'm going to try the Relax. Now, my grandma used to drink this,
Oh, here.
and I know she loved it. In fact,
Oh,
she used
really?
to drink spritzers,
Okay.
where she would. Holy shit, that's not a shooter.
Ooh,
Did I
there
put
was
too much?
Was there? I don't know.
Oh.
Was there a big?
Oh,
earthquake?
he's talking about Kemper just shooting that.
Oh yeah.
He just shot.
He went.
I'm
"Whoop."
shooting it, yeah.
Sorry, I just got out of college recently.
He did just graduate from IU, which is like I think it was voted the #1 party.
Yeah,
campus.
it's a big party.
Yeah.
Big party campus.
Relax. God rest her soul, Grandma Nancy. She loved it. I love this stuff. That's good. That wins wine of the night so far. And you know, you can get this stuff anywhere. It's cheap. It's a Riesling. It's very good. Has warm Novembers in El Nino years meant colder winters in the past?
Ooh, that's a great question. I've looked. I did look at that.
Great question, Juna.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
Both. Basically, there's no correlation. 2015, very warm November, very warm December, very warm winter.
Okay.
09, very warm November, cold winter.
Okay.
06, warm November, warm winter. It really 04 was warm, but it got colder. Like it's there's no correlation. November's a transitional month, so most of the time, in terms of the rest of the winter, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there you go.
I looked today because I think somebody made a comment on media about it. And I had to look.
Well, I'm partially drunk. So I haven't eaten much today. I've had one meal today. I had some wings at lunch with my wife and I had some chicken. And that's it. And this is hitting me. So
So we better just do a little bit.
does it look like we're alcoholics, though? I mean, if you were to like the outsider looking in, would you think that, Kemper, that we would be alcoholics if you looked over here and saw what we had going
Well,
on?
I don't think so.
John says no. Look,
Yeah.
this is, again, I think this will be great.
Do we look like alcoholics? Hang on. Ready?
This will be great when there's some winter weather going on. Be sure to share this so that people know about it when there's actually
Weather to track.
weather to track. We do have storms tonight. Nobody seems to care about that in November.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees. I mean, that's the
so-
problem. It's absolutely 80 degrees.
It has been the best fall that I can remember, but the most boring one in terms of actually forecasting the weather. So this is the last one. We didn't read we did not read for the relax the tasting notes.
Oh,
We screwed.
phooey.
So
Well, it's fermented slightly dry with a wonderful fruity bouquet of bouquet of
Mhm,
intense
mhm.
flavors of apples and peaches with a hint of citrus. It's a medium sweet wine. It's a perfect party wine, and it can be enjoyed with a variety of foods, from seafood and poultry to Asian dishes and fresh salads.
Ooh, yeah.
It's recommended to be served chilled.
Yes.
Mhm.
Which it was chilled, but it
Yeah.
warmed up because we've been talking.
No,
for a while.
it was very tasty. What do we get?
This is the Oliver Gewürztraminer. This one I can say because it's German, and I took German. So.
Brett does know German. He has taught me German.
Gewürztraminer. Das Wetter?
Yeah. We say things around here in German.
I do.
Okay, that's good.
Too much.
Ooh, that smells delightful.
Yes.
Smells like a pear
So I will read this one.
or like a white grape. Tell me there's white grapes in it.
Yes. So this is it's a white grape.
Ooh,
So,
look at me. I'm a wino.
yep.
I'm a wino, John.
This is from
John
the
is
source.
an idiot.
Source is Monterey, California. It's actually a pink grape. That's close to white. It's a pink grape, much like Pinot Grigio, yields a white juice when handled gently. Old settled juice is fermented cool. We arrest fermentation using chilling and I'm not going to read all that. The wine is this is a good example of a wine that loves stainless steel fermentation and needs to be protected from oxygen during its entire life. Do you like it?
Needs to be protected from oxygen.
Mhm.
Does it like ruin the taste or something? Or
Yeah. Ooh, did you like this?
I did. I give it a 6.
I like this one.
Relax for me tonight. Got an 8.5.
Ooh.
But this is a solid 6. That is a 5, or no, that was a 4.
Mm-hmm. Pinot Gris?
Yeah, it's 5. Give it a 5.
I give the Gewürztraminer a 7.
Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. And the Pinot Gris, yeah, it's not. Huber has great wine. It's not my favorite.
What's your forecast for Thanksgiving?
60 degrees and rain.
I'll drink to that.
All right, guys.
Kemper, what's your forecast for Thanksgiving?
52 degrees and rain.
52 and rain.
52,
Everybody thinks
60.
it's going to rain. Do we have a storm date?
I'll check. I don't think we do.
All right, guys.
I'm going. What's the warmest Thanksgiving we've ever had, Kemper? Do you know?
Let's take a look here.
You're worthless to me.
Juno says, I think a moderate La Nina means more snow, and I think the reason why Washington, D.C. got slammed in the snowstorm of 2016 because the El Nino shifted west-based. That 20
1973.
Warmest Thanksgiving?
1973.
What was the temperature?
69 degrees.
69 is the record warmth for Thanksgiving.
that was a La Nina.
You are a plethora of Enzo knowledge for
Yeah.
winter.
I've looked at it so many times.
Yeah. No one probably knows it better than you do. I will say that I'm going to forecast a top 3 warmest Thanksgiving coming in at a whopping 67 degrees, where you could potentially cook your turkey on the sidewalk. Okay?
Yeah.
Throw it on the blacktop, fry it up. Turkey Day torch. Heard it here first.
First snow, and then we'll be done. First snow, are we taking bets?
Oh gosh. I think as the MJO, I would say December 23rd, 2.1 inches.
Okay.
White Christmas,
Ooh. Now you're talking.
and that's it for the winter. No more snow.
No more snow after that.
No, I think that the end of December could be somewhat, at least potentially, entertaining
Yeah,
if the MJO can pass through phases 8, 1, 2,
I agree.
which there are some hints of that, right?
Yeah, I think a coating of snow as it passes the first time on December 2nd. And then I think
Okay.
somebody gets a 6 to 10 incher in late December, but it may be Lexington and not here.
So here is the Australian 24, 25, 26. The Christmas 8-1 from the bomb.
Bomb.
For the end of December. That could lead to something worth watching.
Yeah, I think so. So there are a couple of annual years. 2016 had a big snowstorm in January. 2004, it was a warm December overall, but we did get a massive snowstorm in southern Indiana and Kentucky in late December leading up to Christmas. In fact, one of the biggest ones of all time.
In
2004.
That's right, yeah.
But it wasn't
like 23 inches.
Yeah, it
of
was like
snow.
23 inches in southern Indiana, but it wasn't a cold December. It was mild overall. Average out around normal with the cold shot that came after the storm.
Yeah.
You put 24 inches of snow on the ground, it's going to get really cold afterwards.
Yeah.
And there are some similarities to that year in this November. So something to watch. There's a little bit of hope.
Yeah, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, there's a 2 in terms of hope.
Yeah.
So,
Look, that's as good as we can give you.
That's weather in wine
That's
tonight.
weather and wine tonight. Yeah, I would move south this winter if you want bigger snows.
Louisville.
Yeah. Lexington.
Yeah.
Nashville. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully, we'll have some more exciting weather to talk about. We will definitely be doing a lot of live streams over the next few weeks with our launch of Clarity Weather. Black Friday. It comes out on Thanksgiving. We'll be doing live streams that day probably.
I'll be live streaming and frying a turkey.
I think that sounds like a blast. But guys, have a great evening. Thanks for watching.
See ya.